Hello and welcome into Rebecca K Crochet. I'm Becky, your yarn host, and today we're not going to talk about yarn. My air conditioner just came on. Let me turn some light on because I look weird. Too bad. Okay, so what we are going to talk about today is my yarn channel, or my channel. I am not going to be able to do updates every day. I have too much garden coming on, too much produce, and I'm spending all my time doing produce. So processing all of my garden. So I needed to tell you guys that on Mondays, I'm going to switch to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, trying to get videos up. On Monday, I am going to do my stitch of the week instead of Sunday. Instead of Tuesday, the granny square, I'm going to do those on Wednesdays. And Friday is just going to be, right now, it's just going to be whatever I can get up. It may be what I'm doing in the kitchen. It may be, other yarn stuff. It could be a shopping haul. I don't know yet, but it's just going to be to be determined that week, every week. That being said, when the garden slows back down, I will come back and do everyday videos, or almost everyday videos, depending on what I can get done. This week, well, the last two days, I have done 24 pints of pickles, not pints, 24 quarts of pickles, 24 pints of pickle relish. There we go. Zucchini relish. I have done 15 quarts of pickles. I have put squash and zucchini in the freezer. I have dehydrated squash and zucchini. I'm spending about 12 to 14 hours a day just in the kitchen. That is not watering the garden. That's not harvesting the garden. That is just strictly processing the produce. So today I've got about that much. Again, I've probably got 50 quarts of pickles to do today. So right now the garden's not slowing down. I thought, oh, it'll probably start slowing down the 1st of June, which it normally does. And it's not yet. Our weather's kind of off, and it's cooler than normal, and it's wetter than we normally have. So I wanted to get on here and say, hey, I'm overwhelmed right now, and I'm gonna have to slow down on my crochet right at this moment. Not stopping, just slowing down. I'm reading off my notes here because I wanted to make sure I told you guys everything. Let's see. So that being said, I wanted to give you an update on Cog's baby. We haven't named him yet. Make sure she's not in here. She doesn't. She's down there. I didn't want her to. I reached for him. She goes in. He's sitting. He's right here beside me. Let me see. Let Mama see since you're in there. Here he is. His little eyes are starting to open. I think he's going to be long-haired. He's gotten huge, but I think he's going to be long-haired. Yeah. So there's his little eyes. Now you can see his eyes. They're starting to open. He's not out of the... Yeah, I'm bringing him back. He's not walking around or anything yet, but she jumped up there to feed him. So you're going to hear that for a little while because he's still in the room with me. I don't want my dogs to get him, and he is a boy. So anyway, and my dogs are all in here under me. But I wanted to give you guys that update. It's going to be a short, sweet video. I don't have any crochet going on. I did order some yarn from the Premier sale, So I will be showing you what I got from Premier. I have plans for that. I also have plans to do some other stuff. I can show you some yarn. I did buy some yarn yesterday when I went to town. So it's not a yarn video. I did buy some Red Heart Super Saver. This is a Super Saver Jumbo. It's 744 yards, 14 ounces. I got it at Walmart, which I don't normally shop yarn at Walmart because my Walmart is just horrible. It's got like one of those little short rows and it doesn't even have a quarter of yarn in it. I was looking for, this color is light blue, and where's my specs on it? 4-weight, calls for a 5.5 millimeter hook. This one's light blue. And then I got this one, same specs and everything, and it's called Petal Pink. So there's that one and that one, and I bet you can't tell what I'm gonna do with it. I'm looking to create a couple of blankets, so do my own, stitches and do a couple of blankets with those. So that's the only, at least it had yarn in it, right? That's my only yarn haul for this last week. I haven't been shopping except for groceries. I couldn't believe on the zucchini relish how much peppers and onions I went through. 6 pounds of onions, and I had bell peppers about this long. I had bought them from the store. They were huge, biggest bell peppers I've ever seen this time of year, and they were huge, reds and greens. And I went through 12 reds and 12 greens in all of that zucchini that I did, the zucchini relish I did. So yeah, I've been cutting up a lot of stuff. That's what takes, and I was using the food processor, so it just takes a long time to get stuff processed. And if you've never done it, you should try it one time just to see how your food is done and how it actually comes together and how much time actually goes into something like this. But that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I've got to go back in the kitchen. My husband just walked in the door and brought more pickles in. So we've already gone through a jar of pickles, so it's not like we're not going to eat the pickles. But yeah, I've got to get back to the kitchen. So I will see you guys Wednesday. There will not be a video tomorrow. It will be on Wednesday for the Granny Squares, and then we will go from there, and I'll try to figure out what I'm going to do on Friday. Hopefully by that time I will have it done. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one.